Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Home of the Neon Alliance, the first and only call-in show dedicated to the simulation hypothesis. I am the one and only RAO, and joining me tonight from Evolutionary Theology is Tommy Wood. How are you doing today, Tommy?
Doing very well, thank you.
Now, if you watched Tuesday's episode, I kind of went hard on a Christian sim hype. And, I mean, I wasn't pulling punches.
No.
But
you were speaking exactly the truth. That's what I gathered.
Well, I wouldn't go as far to say that I was speaking the truth. But everything that I said were things that I thought to be true. So, like, if something I said was wrong, it wasn't out of dishonesty. It was out of me being wrong.
Right. I would agree with that. It's just that I guess I just agree with your opinions. They felt right to me. So.
Well.
But I did have one other thing to add. It seems like he's trying to go into so much detail. Like sometimes I have the same problem. I try to describe quantum physics to people to get them to understand reality, and sometimes you just have to scale it up to. I don't even know if there's a way to scale it up, but really there was some things that you agreed with him on. You know, you said like 20%, I think was the number, and I feel the same way. Like, there's things that I agree with him on, but I describe them differently because I'm socialized, I guess. I don't know why he might not be able to communicate himself in a realistic fashion.
Right, I understand that completely, and like as far as I see, it wasn't necessarily a thing for him of not being able to convey himself, because he would say one thing and then use those exact words to say a completely different thing.
And then bring in these like religious terms that really have no bearing on his description whatsoever.
Exactly. Have you ever watched Rick and Morty?
I have not. I need to, because I've heard good things about it, but I have yet to watch that.
Well, yeah, it's a sci-fi comedy show, and there's one part in there that, like, rings a bell for me, where, Rick's car breaks down. Oh, Rick, was it the quantum carburetor? You can't just put a car word with a science word and hope it means something. Oh, look, it's a microverse battery. But, no, that's exactly what it felt like to me, was he was just mixing quantum physics words with religion words and hoping that one of them meant something.
I kind of feel the same way, yeah.
But another thing is that, like, I had a higher standard for what he was saying just because of the position that he put himself in.
I mean, he's trying to convey his idea, so obviously he's made videos and puts them out there, but...
Well, no, that's, like, I don't hold you to that high of a standard. Like, when you have a slip-up, I'm going to correct you on it, but you're not calling yourself the voice of God.
No.
You're
I'm
not
the voice of God.
Yeah, and...
I feel the voice of God. I'm not the voice of God. I feel the voice of God.
Right, and like that's definitely something I'd like to talk about later. I mean, it's not really going to fit into the subject of this, but you're not, like, evolutionary theology sounds like a channel for somebody who's still asking questions.
Exactly.
And like that's the same way I am. I have ideas, you have ideas, but none of us are claiming to have some kind of ultimate knowledge. And that's why I'm not going to hold you to the same standard as I'm going to hold someone who says that they're the voice of God. And you can remember that from that one line, Apparently the voice of God's never read a fucking dictionary.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I really understand that, yeah.
But another thing is, like, we have interacted with this person in on Facebook in the group, and anybody who challenges him or asks him questions, he will tell the person they're a liar and tell everybody else not to listen to him because only he has the eternal knowledge. And like that was the thing that like really set me off about him. That was the original thing that like really set me off, was when I would ask him a question about his claim and he would call me a liar because I was asking a question. Those two, that cause and effect doesn't make sense to me.
No.
But aside from that, I like Tommy and I have been talking about this for a little bit. I actually think we mentioned it on a couple of episodes of doing a collaboration project where we attack the simulation hypothesis from two different perspectives. The perspective of somebody who, like, I find the concept of God to be fallacious and erroneous. And Tommy is a Christian, and coming at the simulation hypothesis from two polar opposite angles, I think is going to be the most efficient way for us to like get any closer to whether we're talking about like whether we're just doing mental masturbation or if we're on the cusp of like new science.
Well, one thing I'd like to add to that, specifically with new science that you mentioned, is the accelerated pace of artificial intelligence. You can't expect all of artificial intelligence not to be connected and have some sort of central mind, and that would be the relativistic nature of our universe and the relativistic nature of any potential deity that might be outside of our universe. So I think that's another thing to take into account, is the central knowledge that artificial intelligence is capable of.
Now, this is just a quick question. Are you like making the speculation that our own AI and computers potentially created the universe, and like that we create something in the future that's going to create the universe in the past?
No, we're created from the past. But we follow along the same relativistic guidelines as the past.
Okay, I don't want to straw man you. I don't want to give you a position that you don't have and make you try to defend a position that you don't have.
Right, yeah, no, you don't have to worry about that, yeah.
And as you can tell from the drinks, from like he's got the ashtray in frame, I don't, but this is going to be a pretty chill stream. This is going to be pretty relaxed and just kind of getting into it. But aside from getting the software, like OBS, Discord, that kind of thing, Tommy hasn't really done anything for like live broadcasting from his computer. Anything that he did live, I think, was from your smartphone.
Yeah, well, I generally don't do live videos. I generally do pre-recorded videos, which I may have a couple of takes of until I get it right. And, you know, this is kind of a new venture for me as far as anything beyond Facebook Live, which I've done in the past, but some of those, you know, I've had to delete because, you know, they're just not appropriate.
Well, that might be what I was thinking of with some of your live videos from Facebook. But we're basically going to be walking through the process of starting up your first live stream from Open Broadcasting Studios and from YouTube. We're going to actually be looking at both programs. You might have to You might have to turn the YouTube on because you can't see what's going on my screen. And I can walk you through it, and I'll I'll be having what I'm showing you on my screen, so you'll have like a small delay. Give Tommy just a second. He's got a couple of things to do.
So I need to open YouTube. That's the first thing, right?
Right. That would probably help. Like, and for that you could probably do it from the phone. You just like wouldn't be able to see what's going on, and Tommy can't actually see me right now. We're just talking on the Discord audio, and I can't use my camera for Discord and OBS at the same time. And that's going to be one of the problems that you're going to come across, is that if your camera is feeding into one program, it won't be allowed to feed into another program.
Okay, let's see. I've got YouTube open. I'm trying to move the screen so I can see my. I don't. Oh. I lost my feed, my video feed. Do you still see me?
I can see you.
Okay, I don't see me. I'm not sure where that went. Oh, I probably have to go down here and click on video again, or click on.
But yeah, after we get all this done, we will still be opening up the call lines. Unfortunately, because of the fact that we're on Discord, the phone number isn't going to work. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat right quick.
Okay, where do I go on YouTube to find? Oh, I guess I got to go to the Home and the Online page. Never mind.
Yeah, you just go to this live stream that's playing right now.
Okay. Live now. Here we go.
Go ahead and put that in the chat right now. And go ahead and mute me.
Yeah, you're muted now.
All right.
Speakers are off. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, that was a bad idea. I have to mute the stream and mute that. Yeah. Let's see. Where's okay? There's my volume and it's muted. All right, let me turn it back up. That was stupid. I'm very discombobulated today. It's weird. Okay, so I'm not even in the camera screen. Let me move. Can you hear me?
I can still hear you, yeah.
Okay, cool. It's a little loud. Turn it down a little bit. So, what do I need to do next? I see you on YouTube.
Alright, that was just what we needed to do. And yeah, I just dropped the Discord and YouTube, so after we're done, after we've got the actual stream going down, we can go ahead and take calls from the Discord itself.
Do we have any? Oh, there's one. Oh, we got one.
That's
viewer.
you. That's you.
I'm not sure. Oh, that's me. Oh, okay.
All right. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is my actual Discord. Or not my Discord, my YouTube. And whenever can you see from the couch, or would your phone be a better place to watch the video from? Because I can't see you, I can just see the cat and the beer glass and the chessboard.
I know, I'm trying to figure that out.
And like, I'm.
Can you tell me,
What's that?
Can you tell me what I should choose for this? Please enter your stream information, the real time or the HTTP YouTube. It's been bothering me. It says select my stream information. There's two YouTube options.
Okay, you're getting ahead of me. You're getting ahead of me. You're getting ahead of me. Already, you're in OBS, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and move this screen over so that Tommy can see what I'm looking at right now. This is my actual YouTube screen, and this is what's going to, when you start from YouTube, and you're going to go up to right around here. If we go to that, yeah, it's right here. It's the create option, and then it gives you two options to upload or go live. Now, when you go live, you're going to actually put in your stream, like the title of your stream, what time you plan on airing it, that kind of thing. And I can kind of give you an example of that, if it'll let me, because I'm already live. Can I set up a stream? You see, like that, you would schedule a new stream, and we'll just go with create new, because I'm not going to save any of this. And here you're going to test, and then right here, feeling testy.
Hello?
And then you can do your thumbnail, and that's where I usually put the neon butterfly, so that you can, like, that's what they're gonna see when they show up to the live stream. These are all things. What?
We can link up our Discord video with the YouTube.
No, it would basically the way we'd be doing it later, like, is we'd both be video streaming on YouTube, and instead of me having two windows of you and me, I'm just going to cram up your video and my video together, and then expand that so it fills up the whole window.
Okay, so I just need to start a live video.
Well, you start a live video, you schedule the stream, and we're just getting you up and running right now. That's all we're worried about doing right now, is making sure that you can get, like, to the point where you're live.
Okay, I've got an upcoming video. Well, that's something old. Okay, schedule stream, here we go.
Yep.
Had a title that describes it.
First live stream.
There we go. Description: tell viewers more about your stream. I think the title says it all.
Write that then. That sounds cool.
But how about join RAO and me now.
But he should be on this page right here. This should be the page that he's on.
Category.
Let's see.
Education. Science and technology.
I usually go with science and technology, because I don't like to go with education, because that has a sense of responsibility, and like we said, we're doing as much learning as we are teaching. So, I mean, yes, it's educational, but we are not the teachers any more than we're the students at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, yeah, science and technology it is.
Yeah, so just for the purpose of being, like, as transparent as possible, and, like, not trying to deceive people into thinking that we have some kind of teaching certification, because I don't think that either of us do.
Yeah.
Well, I know I don't. I don't think he does. So then from the thumbnail, you can basically get any image you want. Well, as long, like, not any image you want. Try to stay away from the things you got off Pornhub.
Yeah, of course.
And also be aware of copyright infringement and stuff like that. I actually pulled 2 pictures from Pixabay and just edited them together so that it was like, public domain work, and I made my own work out of it, so.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just adding in some tags here.
Alright, I usually don't worry too much about the tags. The description will usually do it.
I'm not sure what my image might be. My thumbnail, I don't even... Oh, okay, let's see. It pulled up my pictures. I'll scroll through them really quick and...
I'm gonna go back to that.
How about a clock or a key? I have two pictures here that I like. A clock or a key?
Well, you kind of feel like the god that you're representing is more of a watchmaker god.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just for the purpose of your channel, that's probably the one that looks like it would work.
Perfect. Select that one.
And then it'll ask you if it's made for kids, that kind of thing. And, like, considering the fact that you've got a cup of beer or a glass of beer on your table, I'm going to say not made for kids.
Not made for kids, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, settings to tailor your stream to your needs. Live chat, yes. Participant modes, anyone. Message delay, not slow mode. So I guess we're good there. Next.
Yep.
Customization.
Oh, let me transition over here. Yeah, you're going to want to go ahead and click public. And then there you can also like customize the time of the stream. And I would go ahead and set it for 5:40. Like if it starts early or late, that really doesn't affect it. It just gives the people a time to know when to show up.
Which would be 7:40 for me, correct?
Yeah, we're 2 hours off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, nobody. I've got 7:30 and 7:45. It's on 15-minute increments.
All right, so I don't really need this anymore because this is gonna go like I'm gonna show you the next page that you should see. The next page that you should see should look more like this.
I can't see you. Hold on. I gotta. Well, I'm on my YouTube, but since I'm going live, I'm off your streaming.
That's why I was thinking the phone might be better for the watching part.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, let me turn that on.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
Now your stream key, it's got the stars in it right there, so it can't be seen by other people. These are the stream URL. That's basically where people can find you, so they're not really worried about that being visible. But the stream key, you want to keep that private, because with that stream key, if somebody else has your stream key, then they can upload videos onto your YouTube without your knowledge.
Okay, I've got you pulled up on my phone now. I'm looking at it. Are you on OBS now?
No, I'm still in YouTube.
Okay.
This should be the screen that you're seeing.
I haven't scheduled the time yet. What are we going to do, 7:30 or 7:45?
I was thinking 7:40, 7:45, somewhere around that area.
Okay, got it. All right. And done. Thinking. All right, I see the screen you show me now.
All right, now that stream key, you're going to want to copy that. And that'll save to your clipboard.
Successfully copied to clipboard.
All right, now we want to go into your OBS.
Okay. All right.
And
so
I'm going
the time when you answer my question. YouTube HLS or YouTube RTMPS? I'm guessing RTMPS, real time.
Yeah, the RT. Yeah, it's well in your just above your stream key. Mine says RTMP variable. And so
okay,
let
cool.
me.
That's what I was like.
Yeah, if I go into my settings, I'll move my settings over here so that you can see what's going on there. So it says the. All right, then you go and hit apply. And apply is going to be right there in the bottom right hand of that window.
It looks like it's like a snow screen, and it's thinking. It's got a green bar that's processing 100% now. See what happens. Apply settings. Oh, it was testing. Okay. All right. So apply settings.
That works. Now, on your open broadcasting software, you have not made your first window yet. When you go to the camera, you're only going to be able to use one camera. So I might have to cut over just to the regular Neon Alliance, and we'll be doing it over voice if I see your video cut off on you. But let me move my OBS over here so you can see that. And this is going to trip everybody out for a second. Ooh, sorry about this, everybody. But when we go over here, what we're going to see is a whole lot of me, a whole lot of Tommy, a whole lot of this going on. So I'm going to have to... So I'm going to move it back over here and just move this up a little bit.
Okay, I'm catching. Oh, there's my butt. Oh, shit.
Now, transition it back over. And you're going to see this thing that has your scenes and your sources. Now, your scene is going to be everything that you see here. Like, the scene is the collective. It's got my camera, your camera. It's got the scrolling marquee on the bottom. It's got the Neon Alliance up here. That's all one scene. Then on...
What about camera on? Controls?
Well, you're just going to start out with your scene. And let me go ahead and transition back over and show you this. You're just going to want to, like, in this corner right here, in this lower left, you'll see a plus sign that says add. And you're going to add...
Add a scene.
Add a scene, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like it's suggesting scene 2. I guess I'll go with that.
Well, you've already got a scene 1, and you can actually rename that one, or you can rename the one you're on right now.
Okay, I have 2 scenes now. Scene and scene 2.
Alright, so then you click on one, and then you'll go to that Sources tab right here. And in that Sources tab, that's where you're actually going to put your camera. And it's going to give you an error message that your camera's being used by something else.
Add or video capture device?
Yes.
Logitech HD webcam C270. That's what I have. It cost me about $25-$30.
Oh, nice. Alright, did I lose you on Discord? Is it showing up just black? Or are you actually seeing you?
I see the video capture device, and I hit OK, and do I have to do that for scene 2 as well? Maybe you're scene and I'm scene 2. I don't know.
No. The scene, like I said, the scene is the collective of everything that you're seeing. Like when I'm gonna. Like I said, this scene is my camera, your camera, the marquee, and that.
Still don't understand why my camera's not working.
Your camera's not working. Like I told you earlier, your camera can only input to one software at a time. So what I'm basically going to do is we're both going to have an or we're both going to have a video delay, because when you move out of Discord, well, when you move your video out of Discord, you'll be able to put it into your OBS instead of in Discord.
Okay. I don't know how to do that.
All right, go into Discord.
I'm there.
And all you're going to do is you're going to, I think you're going to go into video and disconnect, or actually look at your actual camera and disconnect. Like where your camera is, where you see your face, disconnect that. And I should lose you at that point on video, but I should still have you on audio.
That'd be under accessibility.
Let's see. I'm looking right now, like, actually, like the little rectangle that is your camera on Discord, on the bottom right, it should have a way to just get off of it.
I see a microphone and a headset and a settings. Right click, nothing happened. I don't see a box.
Do you see your camera in Discord?
I don't even see me. No, I don't see my camera on Discord.
Try hitting that video button again on the above your name.
It's not there.
I'm actually not using my capture card right now, so I'll go ahead and go to video on. I'll use my capture card for that. Actually, it says we're both on right now, so I might just use this instead.
We're on YouTube, definitely, because I got YouTube on my phone, and I can see we're both on there live and in person.
And yeah, it says I'm on video right now, so
Now my video just cut out.
Alright, and it should say... Alright. I cut off my video, I'll disconnect that. Reconnect. Alright, are you still there?
Yeah.
Alright, I think I might have lost you for just a bit. Yep, I did. That was because I was trying to figure that part out. And I don't know why. Oh, okay, there you are. But I just went into the live and disconnected, and then reconnected my video when I was on video. So, like, go ahead and disconnect out, and then come back audio only.
From which?
From Discord. Like stop. You're basically going to be muting me for a couple of seconds, and just go into any other voice channel in the server. I've got tons of video game stuff in there, so.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, let me show you this. where it says your name, Disco Tom. Scroll down and you'll see voice channels. General, PG voice, Apex Legends voice. So just go ahead and click the general, and it'll disconnect you from this. It'll disconnect you from. No, not your name. The in voice channels, you might have to click the arrow so that it drops all the different voice channels. You're just going to want to click General, then click Neon Alliance again, and don't go to, and don't do the video this time. Of course, with me, I just hit the video again and it turned off the camera. So.
Okay, I had to click on your your main title again, and now it's giving me the option of video and screen. Voice can.
There you go. All right, it looks like you're out now, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch this back over to regular home of the Neon Alliance. Let's see. I think we. Are you there? Let's. Alright, I see Disco Tom. I did not see that. So now what you want to do is go back into your open broadcasting software and go back to your sources. And then you go into the camera, and from the camera you want to click the drop down bar, re-click your camera, and then hit OK. It should work from there. You should have what you should have.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I clicked on the capture device and sources. I double clicked and it gives me the pane that says configure, and then resolution type device default, and then you just click OK. It's got the right one listed, Logitech HD webcam.
Can you see can you see a small version of the camera in the properties?
No, I mean it's just a blank screen where it should be showing it.
All right. Close out of your open broadcasting software and open it back up again. That works. That works for me sometimes. I mean, this is all open source software. It was made by people who know computers a lot better than we do, and they've done their best to make it easier. But sometimes we still got to do it the dummy way to get it done.
Okay, I see myself now. I closed it out and opened it up, and I can see myself.
All right. All right. Now, how many windows do you or how many screens do you have? Are you working with one monitor or two?
I've got one monitor, but it just closed all my tabs out.
Well,
I didn't open OBS. I only have OBS open right now.
All right, so you're going to want to go back into your YouTube.
Okay.
And when you go back into YouTube, you go into your channel.
Okay.
And go to Manage Videos, and then click the part that says Live. Because it'll say uploaded and live. And then in live, you'll have one that says upcoming live stream.
Yes, upcoming.
So
click on that.
Well, no, don't click on that part. You're gonna have some things in there. It says view in the live viewer or open in the live viewer, something along those lines.
I see live viewers, but it's just listed
No,
like
no, like it should be like three. I'm gonna go ahead and look at it again.
stream.
Um.
I've got a duplicate stream key error message.
Oh. All right. Did you paste the stream key?
Yes.
If you're getting a stream key error message, go ahead and try to paste it or copy it again, and then go back into your settings and completely erase it and try to paste it again. Did that give you any luck? Or
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
all right, what are you looking at right now?
Just like nothing that pertains to the show. I've got to go back.
No,
So
I
I've got
did.
your page. Okay, I've got my page. It says first live stream coming up. It says live. It's supposed to be at 7:45. What time is it? 7:43. Okay. So
Yeah, did you open it in the live viewer where you could see the stream key and all that kind of stuff?
let me try to get back to this.
Like this should be the screen that you're looking at right now. If you're watching me on the phone, I want you on this screen on yours.
Okay, I'm back at where they list the stream key.
All right, go ahead and copy. Yeah, copy that again. And then go back into
It's
your.
connecting streaming soft. I selected switch dashboard, and now it says connecting streaming software to start preview. Viewers will be able to find your stream once you go live.
All right, now in that same screen, just to make things a little bit easier, go ahead and enable your auto start.
Auto start.
And yeah, I'll go back to it. Like, you can see where it's got the stream key, and then just to the right of that, it has these additional options for you. These additional settings.
Auto start.
Yeah.
Enable auto start.
So you're gonna want to go ahead and connect that.
Okay, it's enabled.
And then in your broadcasting software in the OBS, whenever you hit start stream, it should go directly to your YouTube.
Okay. So I just click on start streaming.
Yes.
It says stream key is missing.
All right, then you might have to go into your stream settings and go into stream and redo it.
I don't. Oh, okay. It's just going to streams, and okay, here we go. Stream key. Paste.
Now, are you in Tommy Wood or are you in Evolutionary Theology?
Tommy Wood is the Facebook page. I mean,
Or
no,
the
Tommy
YouTube?
Wood is the YouTube channel, and Evolutionary Theology is the Facebook page. But my
Okay.
YouTube videos are entitled Evolutionary Theology.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we had that cleared up. Make sure everybody's on point. And I should be seeing you coming up here shortly.
I'm confirming myself with Google.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we are just about there. We are right at the point where Tommy Wood of Evolutionary Theology is going to be live streaming. And with this particular project, it's not going to be a thing of like we're both going to be hosting this particular format, and it's still going to be Home of the Neon Alliance when we're here, but it's also going to be Evolutionary Theology when both of us are on Tommy's channel. But this is just more of a collaboration project between the two channels.
Right. But I still can't hear you on my speakers. I hear you on the computer speaker, and it's not very loud at all.
From the YouTube or from the Discord?
From the Discord, I guess, because YouTube's on my phone and that volume's down.
Yeah, because with the Discord there won't be a delay, so if you're hearing me right then and there, then it's from the Discord. That was kind of a dumb question.
Yeah.
You need them headsets. Them headsets are killer.
Yeah. Well, I do have some I have some headphones. Hold
Like,
on, let me throw them bad boys on.
right, and that's another thing with the headset is going to kill a lot of your echo, so you'll be able to hear a lot of things better, while at the same time having
I just unplugged my computer.
like how so? Are you there? It says he's still in the server. It says he's still in the Discord. Oh, he got a new audio. Oh. That's what happened was he, when he plugged in his audio device, it was plug and play while he had a lot of apps going on that were using his headset. So you kind of want to make sure that you want to keep your audio tools consistent, your audio hardware consistent the entire time that you're streaming. You don't want to be going from headset to speakers and that kind of thing. And I really wasn't talking about, I guess I kind of was, but no. What we should have done, what I should have done, I think I failed him a little bit on this one, was make sure he closes out of everything before he switches to the headphone. But that wouldn't have. He probably should have just waited to switch to headphone. I didn't think about that. But we're gonna go ahead and wait for him to get back in. I am not seeing I'm not seeing Evolutionary Theology, or I'm not seeing his any live feeds coming from him. I will let you know. I will definitely let you know when we do got some live feeds going on from him, because we need to get that back. And he actually disconnected from the Discord server, so we might have lost him. But we're gonna go ahead and give it some time. Alright, he just got a message from, he's rebooting. We're going to give it about 5 minutes. While he's doing that, I'll go ahead and drop the shameless self-promotions. like, first of all, like, if you like the simulation hypothesis, if you're interested in the simulation hypothesis, if you think the simulation hypothesis is absolute nonsense, I want to hear from you. If you like the video, and if you want to see more, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll be working every Tuesday. And besides the Tuesday show, it sounds like we're going to be having a Sunday show between here and Tommy Wood. Also, we got the one and only RAO, all one word, on Patreon. And I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right quick and see if we got any shout-outs today. And that was, I was talking to Tommy, so just making sure that he knows what's going on. Make sure he knows I know what's going on. You know, all that stuff. And I could have swore that I had my Patreon in here. Aha, there it is. No new Patreon, no new patrons, so no shout-outs this week. Not a problem, though, not a problem. But for $3 a month, you get the shout-out, like, at some point in time during the episode. At the $5 tier, and you still get the shout-out, but at the $5 tier, you can go into my Twitch, the one and only RAO, and you can, oh, we got Tom. I'm going to go ahead and unmute him. All right, Tommy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great.
All right, so, let's see. Let's get off this right quick. And, yeah, at that $5 a month tier, you come into the Twitch stream, and you basically, like, you go through my gaming library, and, like, I want you to play this. And that's, like, you can do that, like, once a month. At the $10 tier for 3 months, you get all that stuff. You get the shout out, you get to come in and pick a game, and you get, after 3 months, you get the Neon Alliance t-shirt, and that's I keep doing this wrong every time, but I'll get it eventually. You get that Neon Butterfly t-shirt after 3 months. And then we got the Big Mamma Jamma, that $20 subscription over the course of a year. 3 months gets you the sticker, 6 months gets you the coffee cup, 9 months gets you the t-shirt, and after 12 years, you get that big old hoodie. Now, we've also got the speedrunning and game highlight site, the one and only RAO on YouTube. And since we're throwing shoutouts and promos anyway, go ahead and check out that Tommy Wood channel. If you want to check out the more spiritual side of the simulation hypothesis. And I tried to say that in a way that wouldn't be disrespectful to you, but at the same time,
Oh, no, I appreciate that. That was perfect. Thank you.
And so back to the setup after everything reboots and everything. You're gonna want to go ahead and open up the OBS and the YouTube, and just having like a second cheap monitor, like your television screen, even like just another monitor that you can use will streamline everything.
I do have one, yes, but where do I hook it up to?
Don't hook anything else up right now. Don't. That was a mistake to have you hook up. All right. So,
Yeah.
no more pluggy stuff in until next time. But
Yeah.
if your computer's fairly new, it might even have an HDMI port for it.
Possibly. Yeah.
Now, I just
Okay.
got my own graphics card, so I've got a DVI something or another, and I've got an HDMI. So I've got my TV monitor running in through the video link, and then I've got my little TV running to the HDMI because that's the only way I can get it to work.
Ah. Okay, I'm on YouTube. Going to my channel. Going manage video. Create.
Yeah, and in that create, you should have a scheduled stream there already, and you're gonna want to be back to that one.
The stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, stream tab. It's still saying error duplicate stream key. But it does say connect streaming software to go live. Viewers will be able to find your stream once you go live. Stream setup. No. See what that is. Downloads and.
Like, where's it saying error duplicate stream key?
Like 3/4 of the way up the main screen.
In YouTube?
No, in YouTube, yes.
Let me go ahead and pull that up right quick.
Well, I'll try and change the dashboard again and see what happens.
Oh,
Oh, it says start sending us your video from streaming software to go live.
all right. So make sure that stream key is in your broadcasting software, and then go ahead and hit that. Let me go back to this. And the last thing you're gonna want to do after you get that going is this button right here. On the bottom right, it says stop streaming for me. It should say start streaming for you. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh this again, see if he's up. What was that?
I had to copy the stream key.
Okay, that makes sense. You might have lost it when you restarted.
Yeah, there we go. Do I need to click on get stream key or just...
No. You go to the YouTube real time, and then it'll say,
just hit OK on the OBS?
hold on, let me make sure I'm telling you the right thing.
Yeah, it says YouTube RTMPS, backup YouTube ingest server. It's got the stream key,
And
so I
then
just hit OK.
it says, does it say apply or?
It says get stream key.
Does it say, like, the way I see it, it says connect account recommended, and then under it says use stream key advanced.
Yeah, that's what I clicked on to paste the stream key.
All right. So you go ahead and apply that because you don't need to get the stream key.
Apply. Okay.
Yeah.
I see apply now. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Yeah, you don't need to get. Yeah, not stupid, uneducated.
Yeah.
We
exactly.
can. The difference is you can fix uneducated. You can't fix stupid.
Yeah. See, I won't do that next time. So now I'm educated.
And that's all. That's also the difference between whether something hurts or it smarts. If you learn from it, it smarts. If you didn't, it just hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, I clicked apply. It's not doing it.
It shouldn't be doing anything. It should just like kind of black out the apply, and then you just hit OK.
Oh, okay.
Now you go to start streaming, and then immediately check out your YouTube to make sure that you're streaming. and it'll say that it's connecting and that kind of thing. But since we did the enable auto start, then as soon as you hit start streaming on your broadcasting software, then it's going to start streaming on your YouTube. It's just going to have that small, like 10-second delay.
I can see my video on OBS, but I don't know that I'm streaming or not. Click on start streaming.
Yeah, you
click on start streaming.
All right, now you go to your YouTube window.
Okay.
And in your YouTube window, in that upper left corner, right above the start streaming or bring your software in, that kind of thing, there should have been that like black rectangle, and that black rectangle should become populated with you.
Okay, it's not yet. The change dashboard.
Well, what's it say?
Okay, here we go. I've got a black screen on there. Live for 29 seconds. There's black screen.
That's strange. It should be giving you something else. Okay, it says you're live.
I switched this toggle switch over here and it put me on the right hand side. Program. It was on the preview, now it's on the program. But I'm still not on YouTube.
Alright, I'm muting you on there. I don't see your video yet. There's your video. I can see your video now.
Okay, yeah, I see it now too.
Alright, now in your broadcasting software, you can actually expand your camera and you can stretch it out so it covers up the whole screen.
How do I?
You click.
Okay, full screen projector. Here we go.
No. In your broadcasting. Yeah, all you want to do is you want to click on the actual like your video in the window, and you'll get a red line around it. And then you grab the corner of that and you stretch it out.
I don't see the red line. You said click on what?
Click on your actual, like, okay, what it looks like is in your broadcasting software, in the window that's actually being cast, that your video's only in the upper left-hand corner. Click that upper left-hand corner where your video is, and it'll automatically select it and, like, put a red box around your video.
It's not doing it. I'm clicking on the box with my video in there. It's not doing it.
Then try it from the sources. Click on the camera from the source.
Okay, got the webcam pulled up. I configure video.
No. You don't want to like go into. All you want to do is you want to click the actual like where it says. Mine says HD camera. Yours is going to say whatever camera you're using. It'll probably just say video capture device. You click video capture device.
I'm there. I'm in the settings now. It has my device listed as Logitech HD webcam.
You don't want to be in the settings. You don't need to be in the settings.
Okay.
You still got my YouTube on, right?
Yeah.
On your phone? All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go back over here and show you this. Transition over. Like I can do it from here, and I'm gonna. Oh, are you in studio mode?
Yes.
Turn off studio mode. We're gonna turn off studio mode right quick. Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know what you mean.
Just click the thing that says studio mode and de-highlight it.
Oh yeah, to de-highlight it. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go.
And now you've only got one screen going on.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see the red bar.
All right.
We're stretching it out, and
Yeah, because of the fact that I'm in studio mode, like what I'm doing is I've got my screen on the right side that I can't do anything with, and then I've got the screen on the left side, which is the preview screen, and I can actually, oh wow, look what we got here. Look at this. Tommy is live. We got Tommy, we got full screen, we got live chat going on. Let me go ahead and jump into that live chat. And so, we have streaming.
I still.
Your videos or your audio's cutting in and out right now.
That was probably me talking because I just don't know what to say. I see my full screen picture on the OBS, but I don't see it on the YouTube.
I see it on the YouTube. I see you full screen on your YouTube. Like I'm watching YouTube with you being confused right now.
Okay. Switch back to YouTube and try and get on a different channel. Oh, that was studio or something. Let's see, yeah. Okay, I see it now. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it like this. Well, let me go ahead and move it just a little bit so that I got your chat box out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and move you over to full screen. Pretty much. We're using the term full screen loosely.
Should I be looking at myself on OBS or YouTube or what, or does it matter?
You're actually going to want to be switching between both of them because you want to make sure that you're getting good bit rates and you're not dropping frames in OBS. But you also want to keep track of your YouTube so that you can pay attention to like your chats and your stream quality from YouTube's point of view.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to take a lot of multitasking.
I can see both screens now on my main screen.
And I'm going to move this over here so that I can see mine. Normalize it.
You on my phone.
And hold on, I got chat going on. It says Dr. Cack wants his stethoscope back. I promise you, he doesn't.
All right. That was quite a lesson. Wait a moment, I can take a break.
Dude, I had a blast. Let's go ahead and take a short break from like working for a second. We're not gonna stop live streaming right now because holy crap, we just got Tommy up and running for the live streams.
That's wild.
So we're just gonna sit here. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna chillax and we're going to enjoy having this work and be the thing that happened. Like,
dog's out here.
Well, I'm telling you, dude, it was definitely a lot harder for me because I basically had to Google everything. And like learned it on myself, trial and error, screw up a computer. And just, if I can prevent somebody from having to go through all of that for their first live stream, I am more than happy to do so. So, Tommy, with that, cheers.
Cheers. I definitely appreciate that. It's a lot to me that you helped me out. Just giving this big step under my belt.
Oh man, like I said, not a problem at all. Like, I just know, like I said, I know how much trouble it is. So if I can make it a little bit less trouble for somebody else, like I'm there.
Very nice.
But I did call. I think I told you about it. That show Talk Heathen on YouTube.
It's called what now?
It's called Talk Heathen.
talk heathen.
Yeah.
Mentioning that.
And well, today was the today I was the closest thing that they had to a theist caller because I have an extra dimensional claim.
Uh-huh.
But they like what?
Do tell. Let's hear it. Let's hear the story.
Well, I was actually going to. I was actually going to try to. I was actually going to tell you that a good place to challenge your God claims. People who have been doing this a lot longer than I am. These people will make you think. I swear, if you like to think, and I know you do, because like we've gone down those brain rabbit holes before. But these people will actually challenge you to think. They're going to challenge your beliefs, and they're going to make you actually work for what you believe and why. And they're going to be like citing fallacies and that kind of thing. But along with that is
Yeah.
I called
There's
him.
this thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
I called today, and you know about the Isaac Asimov 2016 debate that Dr. James Sylvester Gates was on.
Yeah, yeah. I love that. Yeah.
All right, do you understand the math? Like, have you ever actually looked into the mathematics of what he did, or are we just taking it on his word that he has evidence?
I was taking him on his word. I haven't studied the Adinkras or the actual Adinkras written out in equation form myself. But
Right.
I seem to feel that he knows what he's talking about just from being on that show. It seemed to make sense.
And yes, it does, but I mean, I would say that, and this was J. Mike and Johnny Angel. They were basically telling me that I need to have a better understanding of the equations before I start calling them evidence. Otherwise, I'm just saying because this guy said so, and he's smart.
It sounds like they're fearful of your evidence.
Mm, yes and no. I mean, that's definitely one interpretation, but it was a very respectful conversation,
Uh,
and they wanted me to be more sure of it for myself.
uh,
Like dude, it's actually a way of protecting yourself. You're familiar with Buddhist philosophy, right?
yeah,
You remember that line from Buddha? Believe nothing, no matter who has said it, even if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own logic and common sense. And if we haven't even looked at the equation, we can't know. We can't even think that it agrees with our logic and common sense because our logic and common sense has never looked at the equation.
yeah. That's a very profound statement. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I still think that James Sylvester Gates' formulas are evidence, but I want to investigate them further before I keep just throwing that out there because as of right now, like unless we can explain the formula, we're not going to have much ground to stand on.
Yeah. That's a definitely standpoint that Vader can take that you don't have a foothold because you don't understand the knowledge yourself. But I will say that when I was listening to his commentary afterwards about him saying that he didn't believe that that's the world he lives in, or he's still not sure, or why would he not be sure after seeing it? I mean, it makes me sure, and especially from the other knowledge that I've learned, I've studied and researched. But if he's not sure, why would he even come forth with this information?
Well, that's a question that like apologists use to try to undermine because when a scientist says they're not sure, but this is what I think. What they're saying is that we have evidence that he's saying that he has evidence that leads to this possibility, but he doesn't have conclusive evidence.
Right.
So, according to a scientist, you can't be sure until it's been tested, retested, published, peer-reviewed, re-peer-reviewed. Like, it goes through an entire process before a scientist says, yeah, this is probably it. And it's, like, the simulation hypothesis is in its infancy relative to, like, gravity or heliocentrism.
Yeah. But I would also like to reference the very beginning of my opening statements in our debate, where I gave, I think it was 4 research principles that dictates that the simulation is reality. And I don't think there's any variation that can deny that.
Well, it's also not something that we know enough about to be able to test. Like, we are still at this point too stupid to know which questions to ask to know if we can even falsify it. Like, does that make sense that we have to learn more before we know what we can even ask about it to know if we can, like, verify it or falsify it? Because that's when it gets into science. Unless we could come up with some kind of test, it is in the realm of pseudoscience. But I'm thinking that we have enough that we can learn enough to get to the point where we can ask the right questions. So we're not like essential oils in astrology.
Yes and no, because I feel like I've asked the questions that I feel are necessary in my own research, and from understanding the fact that there's a particle wave duality, and that free will doesn't exist, and that
Did I lose you?
reality. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm very distressed today, but sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was waiting on you actually. I was waiting for you for this. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, give me just a second to pull my thoughts together.
I understand completely. I'm going to go ahead and move this over here so that I can move my Discord over. Well, my Discord. I'm just going to move it over here right quick. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I've got almost everything here except for you.
I've got everything except for you.
Right, and the way I'm doing it is hold on, let me make sure that I'm set up first, because we're about to open up those phone lines.
Okay. I just have one more statement to follow up with what I was just saying.
Go ahead.
We started out talking with, Brad's Voice of God videos, and he is the voice of God. Like, what that is like just the rhythmic patterns of the universe, and how the things that line up with not only the micro but the macro reality that I experience in my life as a human being. It just makes sense that and I guess what I'm really trying to say is understanding God is a very personal thing. And unless you reach out to God, you won't, He's always there, but unless you're going to reach out to Him, or it's not a he or a her, I don't even put a gender on God.
Well,
it's there. And if you reach out to it, I feel that you can have a personal understanding, because the knowledge that it has about your personality and you actually look out into the environment and analyze the things that you're perceiving and the experiences that you will see a presence in the environment that is God within your own reality.
And I can't agree with that at all. I have talked to like too many atheists who have come from a church family who have been religious their whole lives, and like we haven't had that experience. I've never. I was saved. I was baptized. I studied. I looked into. I tried my best to find God, and I repented. I called myself. I called myself. The sheep. I was going to be. That I was begging to be saved, begging for forgiveness. I never felt that holy presence.
Sorry to hear that.
I'm not. I mean, and also like, are you familiar with? It's kind of like an endorphin effect where you have an exhilarating experience, and when it happens in the church, they're going to call that God, and so every time you had that experience, that's where you're going to relate it to, and it kind of feels like putting the cart before the horse, because you're getting told the experience is God, and then accepting it as God, but you're not really studying the biochemical reactions that lead to that experience, because it's almost the exact same as being high.
As a psychologist, I definitely understand that there are experiences like electrochemical reactions that can cause us to have feelings that make us think other than the status quo. But also, I feel that this is just personal. I feel the universe. That's all I'm saying. I feel the universe. If you don't feel the universe, I'm sorry. I feel the universe.
I actually did feel that. And this actually came from the Buddhist church, the Buddhist temple. Was when I felt a oneness with everything. But at the same time, I was like, I had just gone to the Buddhist temple for the first time. I had walked there for like an hour and a half to get there. And I was like reading a book about Buddha while I fell asleep. And I had the experience. So I can't necessarily say that Buddha caused the experience, when it's just as likely that me thinking about Buddha caused the experience that Buddha talks about having.
Well, there's many deities and many expressions that can be undertaken in the mind, depending on which religion one feels like they understand. But I believe there's there, like I said at the beginning of the show, which was I think on a different channel at that point, but there's an environment that we live in that's alive due to the fact that we have artificial intelligence. Well, it's not even artificial; it's machine intelligence, but created by a creator, which is why Trinity, I think.
And I even have being in the position where I'm at, I have to have a higher standard for God than creator. Because have you ever watched Gray Still Plays?
How do you spell that? Because I've heard you say it before, but I'm not sure what it.
It's Gray Still Plays, all one word.
Still STILL?
Yeah, Gray Still Plays. Yeah. But Gray still plays. He used to play The Sims 4 a lot, and one of his hobbies was figuring out the most creative and hilarious ways to kill Sims.
Uh,
So, like, if even if we are in a simulation, we are part of a bigger reality, part of reality prime that isn't us. I still have a higher standard for God than something that made us, or something that, has an amount of control over us, because I would at least want that thing not to kill us for its own entertainment. And Yahweh seems to do a lot of that, if it exists.
well, I mean, I believe that part of life is death. I mean, you can't have life without death in this reality, at least, and that's what we have to deal with.
And that gets into an omnipotence and omnibenevolence question. Like, if God could have made the world any way, then why did he pick a way where animals must murder each other to eat? Well, not murder, but kill each other. Animals have to feed off of other animals. Everybody has to, like, die, and several of these people have to suffer as they die. Like, if we lived in, let's just say that I was God. If I were going to, like, make death a thing, I would make it painless, and I would at least make the soul somewhat be able to be seen, so people could actually, like, know that their loved ones went somewhere instead of the ground. And I would make death painless, and, like, everything would have no inclination to eat meat. Because I'm not vegan. I'm not. I love me some damn cheeseburger. But I do respect veganism for what they feel. That animals deserve... They, like, a lot of vegans are vegan because animals don't deserve to be tortured. And if we see somebody beating a dog, we call the cops on them. But we're allowed to stuff pigs into these, like, unsanitary, unhealthy, like, psychologically abusive conditions just so we can kill them.
Yeah, the world is totally fucked up. It's totally hypocritical. The whole bit of reality that we live in this human-centric world it's hypocritical, ridiculous, and farcical.
And that's why I have a higher standard for God. But yes, that Discord line is opened up. You can go ahead and jump directly into the Home of the Neon Alliance voice chat. And you'll be muted when you get in. Let me know in the chat if you get in and I don't notice. And I'll go ahead and unmute you, and you can yuck it up with Tommy and me. And, like, as you can tell, you going into that Discord, you're not going to be walking into an echo chamber. You're not going to be sitting here getting confronted by two people who disagree with you. You're going to be talking to three people who disagree about something. Or talking among three people who disagree about something.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I like, because Talk Heathen, Atheist Experience, the Ozone, Normalizing Atheism, Crash the Party, Tang, I gotta do the shout outs. Tang, all these people, they are doing amazing work for the atheist community. I don't think that they're doing as much as they can to unite people. They're uniting the hell out of atheists, but some of the tactics seem unfair to me, especially when you're dealing with Dunning-Kruger Effect. Are you familiar with the Dunning-Kruger Effect?
No, please.
Well, basically, like, in a nutshell, the easier you think something is, the less you know about it. Like, somebody hears quantum physics, and all of a sudden they think they're the best quantum physicists in the world. And the more they learn about quantum physics, and they hit this, like, it's called the pit of ignorance, I think. It's where you lose your confidence in your knowledge because you know enough to know you don't know enough. And then you come up with the peak of enlightenment, and that's when you, like, hit rock bottom of, I know absolutely nothing about this relative to the professional, so I need to start learning about this. And what's funny is the people that are on the very far end that know the most are not going to be as confident as the people who just found out about it from 2 YouTube videos. And so, like, Talk Heathen, the Skeptic Generation, Atheist Experience, they mainly deal with people who have never talked to an atheist before and tried to have an honest conversation with an atheist. And some of these people get scared when they have to think for the first time.
Well, see, I'm not one of those typical people who have thought for themselves for the first time. I've definitely researched as much as possible, and I feel like with an understanding, I take that back. You challenge me. I mean, maybe you feel yourself professional, but you challenge me as well, which is what I like, which is, why I come on here to the show with you, and we do these talks because I appreciate the opposition.
And that's the thing for me is I don't like the echo chamber, and I don't want to create a community that is an echo chamber. And that's one of the reasons that I'm so thankful to have you, like, willing to do this show with me, is because we can change the God versus no God debate from a battle to a pursuit of enlightenment.
Yes, that's all I want, is a pursuit of enlightenment.
And yes, challenging each other's ideas and being able to think off the cuff and, like, come up, like, because yeah, when you come up with some of these things, I've got to think on the spot to know exactly. But I've also been practicing and doing this for longer than you have. So a lot of these answers are things that I've said before.
Yeah. I think a lot of my beliefs have to do with the fact of consciousness, that we're not in control of our consciousness, and our consciousness is just experience. And how could something like consciousness evolve that doesn't affect our life without some sort of design? Or that was what brought me back to the Bible.
And right, and that's where, like, because of the fact that I have, like, thoroughly read the Old Testament, I cannot follow any Abrahamic belief. I can never be Jewish, I can never be Christian, I can never be Muslim, because I know what kind of things they endorse and sanction. And, people grew up over time. Well, that means that God grew up over time, which means God changed its mind, which means it's not omniscient because it's not all-knowing, because it had to change its mind to do better. But if it was omniscient, it would have done better the first time.
Yeah. In the words of Jim Morrison, you cannot petition the Lord with prayer.
And I'm not even talking about petitioning the Lord with prayer. I'm talking about things like, and I'm not even going to get into that particular one because the atheist community is beating the hell out of slavery. I didn't mean to pun that, but we'll go ahead and roll with it. Because, yeah, like, I think we can both agree that owning other people as property is wrong.
Yes, I would agree with that.
So, so like, do we disagree with God?
Well, see, we as humans, we only have a certain limit that we can attain. Like we're very infantile, stupid, and ridiculous, and
But according to you,
we're
God's not.
children, babies, and humans don't know their left from their right. That's why they steal from each other. And
Right,
that's why
but we're not talking about what humans do. We're talking about the things that God sanctions, and you're talking about like God was very clear on the fact that he did not want to watch two guys having sex with each other. He was very clear on the fact that he didn't want people eating shrimp. He was very clear on the fact that he didn't want people eating bacon. But he also didn't say anything about don't rape. He said if you rape a woman, then and she's a virgin, then you have to pay her dad and marry her and force a woman to live with her rapist and be a sex slave for the rest of her life. He was very clear to say that.
Well, when you say he, do you mean that a human person?
No, I'm talking about what was sanctioned in the Old Testament.
By who? By people, not God. By people.
But these were God, so you're not, at what point in time do you start saying that the biblical God isn't the Christian God?
Well, I'm just saying that people are stupid and that people come up with bullshit all the time. This world is full of bullshit.
Moses and Abraham were full of shit. Dude, I'm glad to hear you admit that. I'm glad to hear you say that a dude that heard a voice in his head to kill his son. Remember that one. I want you to remember that one. What kind of trauma did Isaac go through when his dad pulls him up onto a rock? Dad, I don't see any sheep. Son, can you say bah?
Well, what do we do to people that say they hear the voice of God these days? We lock them the fuck up, give them medication, and send them on their way.
And that's what, well, that's what happens in America. All right? America's healthcare system is completely jacked up. And we could talk about how our government handles mental health on a different topic, but right now I'm talking about the mental health of Abraham. Was Abraham a prophet or a psychopathic and delusional? Because the guy heard a voice in his head that said kill your son, and then at the last minute a bull showed up and he heard another voice in his head. It's like, oh no, this was just a test. This was just a test. Now, I just want you to imagine the fear and trauma that Isaac suffered for the rest of his life because he thought he was going to die by his father's hand. Would a loving God traumatize somebody like that to prove a point?
Well, what matters in this reality is the emotions or is it material things?
Is what are material?
Emotions or material things matter in this reality?
Both and neither. Emotions are definitely subjective, but emotions also emotions such as empathy drove us to end slavery. The Bible didn't do that. The New Testament didn't do that. Jesus not saying a word about not owning slaves did that. It was human morality surpassing the Bible that ended slavery.
Human morality is kind of a what's the term? When something means the opposite of what you're saying and trying to describe. Like humans are not moral. Humans are incredibly deceptive and deceitful and just
And and I have, like, no, humans are capable of lying. Humans are not deceptive. You and I do our best to have honest conversations every time we talk.
Yeah.
So when you say humans are deceptive, humans are not moral. Are you saying that you and I aren't human?
No, well, I'm sure there's more aspects to each of our lives that delve into things that we do that we shouldn't. That's all I'm saying.
So we have moral high grounds and we have moral shortcomings.
Sorry, my heat just came on. I couldn't hear you.
Like we have like moral peaks and we have moral shortcomings. Almost every person does, right? So So would you say that morality has progressed over time? That we have gotten better about being moral?
I think you have to take into consideration the time and the epoch that the things being experienced happen within, because as we progress as a species, we progress not necessarily morally, but informationally. Like we have more information technology, which means we have more information about people around the world.
So are you saying that information and knowledge is a catalyst for morality?
It's a catalyst for immorality. If I could cite anything that social media has brought me, that'd be freaking scammers and freaking liars and freaking people who put up pictures that are not themselves. And
but that's not information. Like when I'm asking about information, like something that's true, enlightenment, actual knowledge, and then you bring up like MLM scams and liars. We're talking about two different things. A lie is not information. A lie is misinformation. So when you say when I ask if information and knowledge is a catalyst for morality, and then you go with and you start bringing up MLM scams and misinformation, you're kind of like you're kind of dodging the question that I'm asking.
Well, to answer you specifically, it goes back to my point in our debate where I said that nothing really matters. It's all the Maya. It's all the things that we expect from the world that don't really matter. And nothing really matters except for what we see when we close our eyes and we think to ourselves. And, find our underlying conscious self and explore our consciousness at deeper levels. Get a relationship with sound vibrations and things of that nature to uncover and unlock things that we might understand subconsciously through our consciousness instead of the things that go on in this world, because this world is ridiculous. It's mind.
But it's the only one that we have. It's the only one that we have, and when you say that, when you just like, it feels like a cop out to say that humans are dishonest. I think if you see how fucked up the world is, and you notice how fucked up the world is, it at least gives you some amount of responsibility to make it better, even if it's only within yourself. If you only improve yourself and the way you treat others, then yes, that's taking personal responsibility for seeing how bad things are.
I've tried to take a personal responsibility for how people acted in the past. I just get remember every time.
No, I don't take responsibility for the way other people act. I take responsibility for what I can do, seeing how bad things are. I'm not taking responsibility for Jeffrey Dahmer or Charles Manson. I'm taking responsibility for myself and saying that I'm going to be the change that I want to see.
Yes, because you and I have integrity, which is lacking lot of people these days.
Okay, so like now when we get into that, and like I still want to I still want to touch on that. Are we more moral than we were 4,000 years ago?
Well, it's a hard question to answer because there's more people now, and if I don't know what the actual percentage is of immoral people. And we'll say that there's more opportunity for morality and immorality, and if we can experience more of it due to social media, it would make us persuaded one way or the other, depending on the media that we watch and what we choose to fill our minds with, which is absolutely ridiculousness.
But at the same time, I see things like we are like the death penalty was something that we would use. Like let's go with the Old Testament. Let's go with the Old Testament. How many things were in the Old Testament that you could get killed for? If a woman cheats on her husband, stone her to death. If like you can, and I'm not touching.
You're just playing into the ridiculous nature of humanity. You're just playing into the ridiculous nature.
But now we are getting to a point where we're fact checking each other. We're getting to a point where like it's not one tribe taking over another. We have a collective body of accountability known as the United Nations that
we have division. We have division. We have different countries. We have different races in America that divide themselves.
Yes, and 4,000 years ago we had tribes that slaughtered, genocided each other. Oh shit, what the hell just happened here? I'm going to reload that. I'm not sure if I'm still streaming or not. Give me just a second. Am I still there? Tommy, are you still with me?
Still here. I still hear you.
All right. So, yeah, we are we're talking about when we're talking about morality. And you've already, like, when we were in this debate, we considered morality to be something that is progressive in society. But we're going back, I'm going to go back to what was considered moral in the Bible, because I'm showing you what God endorsed, sanctioned, condoned, where it was kill the men, kill the women, kill the males, kill all the women who were old enough to lie with a man, stomp the male baby skulls in, because we don't want to ruin spears on baby bones, but keep all the virgin girls for yourselves. Only keep the little girls who haven't slept with anybody yet. Those are yours. Kill off everybody else. That was morality. That was the moral thing to do in the Bible.
I mean, I'm not arguing with you. I think people are ridiculous. Humanity is ridiculous, no matter what era you find yourself.
And what happened last time somebody tried to do that?
What, kill a baby?
No, genocide.
Well, you could say China's doing it now, or even the U.S. collusion with China is killing many, many people due to the fact that they decided COVID to.
Oh God, no. No.
Yeah.
No. First of all, there is evidence. Okay, COVID started off from SARS, and it mutated and mutated and mutated. And there's a good chance that it came from the mishandling of bats that were being experimented on.
Well, experiment. There you go. You're doing gain function research.
And because of you can't call a mishandling of animals genocide, especially if we can't trace the sale back. We can't trace the sale to even know if that sale was intentional or not.
Yes, you can, because the technicians that were in the Wuhan lab went to the public hospital. Do you not think they should have received private treatment being sick from something that was in a lab? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
That's still a mishandling. You're not talking about anything malicious. You're talking about you're saying that carelessness and malice are synonymous. That's the claim that you're making right now, is that carelessness and malice are synonymous.
I'm not saying they're synonymous. I was saying there was no carelessness about it. It was malice.
But okay. These technicians went to public hospitals. That's carelessness. But we're going back to the last time we can actually confirm a genocide. We are not going to dive down this like misinformation rabbit hole, because I'm sorry, a lot of the information that we got from the first 6 months of COVID was completely erroneous, because it was every speculation was being thrown out and nobody was being fact checked, and these things just perpetuated. So no, I don't want to go into this possible malice when all I can see evidence of is carelessness. I want to talk about the last time we can confirm somebody committing genocide.
Is that Hitler?
Hitler or Stalin, one or the other. And what did the rest of the world do? The rest of the world said, "Not in my house," and dropped D-Day on their ass. The rest of the world joined together to fight the genocide that was actually happening. So yes, I would say that as far as genocide goes, humanity has become much more moral, and that was all extra biblical morality. God never said don't genocide. It was humanity that finally surpassed religion and said no genocide.
I see your point, but I don't see that in reality. I see a lot of fake stuff, and I see a lot of just lies. And, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just what I've experienced in my life. Is that people are not honest with me because I'm a nice person. People tend to take advantage of me, and so I tend to think that people are malicious, and that's just how I feel. I don't think humanity has advanced one iota in the morality that we have today as a principle.
Okay, so like, in how many countries, like, I can't even do it because I don't have the number, but I just want to talk about like the way that rape. Let's talk about rape for a little bit, and how rape was sanctioned as a property crime against a woman's father. You paid him 50 shekels, whatever it is, 50 gold pieces, 50 silver. I don't remember exactly how much you paid the dude. But then you took that woman, that girl, and you raped her for the rest of her life against her will. She was forced to marry her rapist.
You're giving examples of human ideas, and that just doesn't relate to God. God's on a totally different level. Those are human ideas.
This is from the first 5 books of the Bible. Like,
which people?
But it's supposed to be divinely inspired. So, like, I'm supposed to believe in the Christian God but throw the Bible out the window?
It's a history book. They're words of people.
So it's not divinely inspired.
I don't think.
You don't think what?
I mean, I'm in agreement with you that these things are wrong, and I think they're human ideas. I think that where we can find God is through meditation, and I don't even know what people, I just despise the ideas that human beings have with regard to life and how to treat other people. So it's I, and I think the problem is an overpowerment of the elite type people who really control the world and are making the world a worse place than it can be. It's worse than I could ever possibly imagine.
And
Here, I don't enjoy being on this earth one day. It's ridiculous.
and I don't have an afterlife to look forward to. This is more than a doorstep to heaven for me. So I can't have the same comfort that you do of people are trash, but eventually I'm going to die and meet Jesus. I don't have that. And like the more you get into what you believe, the less that you're adhering to any type of Christianity. Except for maybe the Unitarian Church.
I would just like to say that I feel that the more one looks to the universe, not necessarily a specific he or she God, but the universe itself as an entity, then one might feel a oneness with reality, which is what we need to feel, is oneness with reality. Like, hey, I'm your brother, I'm your sister. We're all human. There's not this division between us. We're all human. We all live here on this earth. We share this place together. Why are we all fighting? Why are we killing each other? Why are we starving each other? Why are we robbing each other? Why are we, whatever humans do? It's like ridiculous. People need to wake up and see that there's a universe out there that we belong to, and the division just has to go.
And you know what? I'm sitting here on 1 hour 59 minutes, and you came across that point of we should all be trying to get closer to reality. That's a point that I can agree on, and I think that would be an amazing point to cue that theme music and catch everybody's Tuesday when I don't even know what the show is going to be, but Tommy, always amazing talking to you, and we are gonna do this again now that we can get you going live.
Yeah, brother. Awesome.
All right, cue that theme music.
All right. Am I supposed to do that?